So thank you very much for joining this webinar. We're very pleased to meet you today, and I hope we will have interesting and fruitful discussions. So my name is Linda Tomassini. I'm from CNES, the French Space Agency, and I'm the coordinator of the Working Group Africa. And first, maybe what I propose is that I will start with a quick overview of the Working Group Africa project, because we have started our activities around 2 years ago now, and we are reaching the end of the project. So I think it's a good opportunity to introduce to you what we have achieved so far. And then I will give the floor to our distinguished speakers for their presentation on the topic of funding opportunities to support cooperation between Europe and Africa in the domain of observation. Okay. So let's start with a short presentation of the Working Group Africa project. So I hope you can see my slides. So,
yes.
Okay, thank you, Carolina. So the Working Group Africa is a joint effort from 12 institutions originated from 8 European countries. This project is being funded by the European Commission, but it is also co-funded by the different institutions themselves. And the objectives are the following. First, to train at least 20 African trainers to the use of Copernicus in 3 languages in 16 African countries. And also, in a second step, to co-develop and implement Copernicus local training sessions. And in total, the objective is to train at least 300 local trainees, and also to integrate Copernicus modules into existing local curricula and training catalogs. And of course, the objective is to develop the network of Copernicus relays and academies, and also Copernicus ambassadors in Africa. Along with this training program, we have also conducted some outreach and communication activities. So the webinar that we are organizing today is part of this outreach program. So as I said, the project has started in October 2022, and it will reach its end in October 2025. So very soon. So the first phase, in the first phase, we have selected and constituted 3 groups of future African trainers, for 1 group for each language, Portuguese, French, and English. And with the support of the University of Lisbon, University of Turku, and also IDGO in France, we have developed and implemented an advanced training program, which was around 10 weeks long. And you have all the topics that were covered by this training program. So this training program was delivered online. We had some technical topics dedicated to how to develop applications based on the use of Copernicus data, but we have also organized some thematic training with the support of European experts and European and trusted entities on different topics, such as the use of Copernicus for disasters, risk management, or for forest monitoring, hydrology, and all the training contents that have been developed are being hosted on a digital learning platform that we have set up. On this platform, the course material is available, the exercises, the answers to the exercises, the recordings also of the training sessions. And this platform is being used by the African trainers who have followed the program for their self-training activity, but also for the development of their own and the implementation of their own training sessions. And we are also welcoming new users for this platform on demand. So you just need to send us a motivation letter if you want to access the digital learning platform. In the second phase, the African trainers, with the support of the European partners, have developed their own training sessions applied to local thematics of interest for their countries. And so the objective of this activity was to also, of course, implement these training sessions. We have communicated also to inform the public, the audience, about the organization of these training sessions. And also through the mentorship activities, the objective also was to build long-term partnership relationships between the African partners and European entities participating to this program. Here you have a panorama, an overview of the different topics that were covered that were addressed by the African trainers during their training sessions. These training sessions, they were organized in total in 12 different countries. And actually, we have reached a number of trainees around 1,500 people. So that's much more than the target, which was 300. I was talking about the outreach and communication activities. So we are also editing and disseminating information through the newsletter. There's a QR code here if you want to read the former newsletter that we have already disseminated. And for the webinars, there's the possibility also to watch the replay. And also we are participating to international events and conferences. And so, for instance, we were at the EO Africa conference organized by the European Space Agency in Frascati last year. We were also at the Copernicus Land Monitoring Service General Assembly in Anvers last year. We were also at the Geo Week in Cape Town, and we will be also presenting the project at the Living Planet Symposium that is being organized by the European Space Agency in Vienna, Austria, next June. So we hope that we will have the opportunity to meet some of the people today who are part of the audience of this webinar. Just to finish my presentation, you have an overview of the different consortium partners and the affiliated entities who have and who are still contributing to this project. And of course, if you want to have more information or if you want to have access to the digital learning platform, you can send me an email at the address above which is written here above the slide, on the top of the slide. Okay, so now what I propose is to give the floor to the first speaker, but first maybe I should say a word of introduction, because the reason why we have chosen to organize and dedicate this webinar to the topic of funding opportunities is because the program under which our project was being funded is reaching its end now. We strongly believe that the continuation of activities is essential to build capacity building and to build long-term cooperation relationships. So we are very pleased today to welcome the speakers from the different European entities who are working on the new program to support the cooperation between Africa and Europe in the domain of Earth observation. So many thanks to them for taking the time to introduce their program. And so I will first give the floor to Mrs. Cecilia Donati from the European Commission. Cecilia, are you with us?